Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited that you're here for today's webinar. Let me give you a little introduction of who you see on your screen. If you don't know me already, I'm McCall Vrydaghs. I'm the Director of Internal Communications for Keep America Beautiful. You've probably seen a ton of emails from me, including the one to invite you into today's webinar. And I'm so excited for you guys to have an opportunity to hear from Good Neighbor Day America. This will be a moment not only for Keep America Beautiful, but for every American across the country to participate in a day of service. And it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to give people in communities, not only in your communities, but elsewhere, to do something that's beautiful and do kindness for your neighborhood, your friends, your family, and the country. Now, before we get to what Good Neighbor Day America is all about, I just wanted to pitch it over to Kanika to say hi, and then we'll get into it. Kanika?
Thanks, McCall. Hi, everyone. I'm Kanika Greenlee, Senior Vice President for the Affiliate Network. We're really excited to share more details with you about Good Neighbor Day America. This is one day, and we know that you're doing so many great things leading up to A250, and we just want to make sure that we add this as part of your repertoire of the things that you're already doing. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Matt.
Thank you, Kanika. Thank you, McCall. Wow, such an honor to be with you here today. So amazed by all the work you do, all the incredible work you do to inspire people to keep their communities beautiful. We are just tremendously excited about this year and being able to inspire all of America to get out and do something for their community, whatever that looks like. So I want to again, my name's Matt. I get to serve as COO here with the GNDA project. And also with me here today is Dominic Russo, our executive director. And I want to let Dominic share a little bit more about how we got here today and the tremendous opportunity we have in front of us.
I echo Matt's sentiment. We have such profound appreciation for each and every one of you. Thank you for improving our nation, improving our communities, and inspiring such meaningful action in our states nationwide. When America 250 introduced us to your good work, we thought, what an extraordinary opportunity to collaborate together, and wanted to kind of give you a deep dive into the Good Neighbor Day America opportunity and what this means for your city, your community, and we'd be just so honored to have you join us in the work. Good Neighbor Day America will happen on May 16, 2026. And the goal is that it would inspire the good neighbor in every American through love and service. Obviously, this is a once in a generation moment. We probably would have to wait another 50 years to partner with the federal government, and it not being about the red team or the blue team, not about a partisan or political agenda, but really about all of us coming together around love and service. And America 250, why we love it, is it's that beautiful unifying narrative that any American, regardless of background, regardless of differences, can show up and love and serve their communities together. And so we really have to seize this great moment to bring the country together. I think America as a whole is probably ready to come together and do something meaningful that we could never do separately or on our own. So what a beautiful privilege it is for us to be partnering with America 250, like our friends at Keeping America Beautiful. We're privileged to help spearhead this initiative alongside our friends at CityServe. You may have encountered CityServe through the food box program during the pandemic. They actually delivered a stunning 17 million food boxes nationwide when the country was in the shutdown era during the pandemic, and have an extraordinary nationwide network. And here at Love Has No Limits, we're privileged to work alongside them. We've collectively eradicated $89 million in medical debt, served 18 million families, mobilized 400,000 volunteers the last 5 years. So privileged to have such great partners in CityServe. We're excited because all of the founding partners for America Gives have been invited into this moment, and many are joining the cause. We just heard this week Walmart's making parking lots available for serve events and activities. And a lot of the amazing founding partners of America 250, some of the most respected charities in the country coming together for this moment. It's going to be exciting. We have over 80 truckloads of practical aid. We're actually going to be micro granting serve centers with our partnership with AmeriCorps. So many amazing things happening, and people and incredible partners come together for this moment. But here it is. Here's the vision. Our goal is that we would serve 1 million families, mobilize at least 1 million in-person volunteers, and have thousands of events taking place all across the country. Obviously, the only way that happens is with a lot of organizations saying, we're going to lay aside for this moment our labels, our logos, and all come together around a bigger idea. And what I love about Good Neighbor Day America is it's not a nonprofit; it's an event that all of us get to own. And so we're being very careful to not make City Serve or Love Has No Limits the hero of the story. The hero of the story are the millions of good neighbors who come together nationwide. And our hope is that your initiatives, your priorities would be featured in a profound way. We're inviting the Keeping America Beautiful family to post volunteer opportunities on our interactive map so that the public can join the work. There's a massive nationwide awareness campaign launching literally today. Our press release goes live today. It quotes the chairwoman, it quotes AmeriCorps, it quotes many of our founding partners, and then a large, significant paid marketing campaign coincides along with it. And when Americans click on the ad and they go to the Good Neighbor Day America website starting next week, we want your sites to be fit to be featured. It only takes a matter of minutes to feature your volunteer opportunity, and Matt will go into that more when I'm done. But we would love to see you build new relationships, in the work you're doing through Keeping America Beautiful through this. That would be one of our goals and measures of success. Not just how many people serve on May 16, but how many people continue to serve with our great partners like Keeping America Beautiful. To make it fun and to attract Gen Z into this moment, we are doing great giveaways. We've had some brands come up with some incredible prizes they've donated. My favorite is 2 sweet tickets to the World Cup finals, airfare, ground transportation included in Miami, which is like a $250,000 prize. Every volunteer is going to be entered to win unless they, of course, opt out. But we have F1, we have concert, we have all kinds of experiences we're going to be giving away. Obviously, just making it fun, gamifying it a little bit, especially for our younger crowd. We want to see Americans of all ages step into this moment. At Love Has No Limits, we've been privileged to work with some of the most significant culture shapers in the country. Guys like Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, Tim McGraw, and athletes like Miami Heat's own Dwayne Wade, Bam, who just broke the NBA scoring record, Daddy Yankee, others have all been a part of our volunteer moments, and we're inviting them again to help us amplify this moment. So beginning this week and all the way through May 16, you're going to see some of America's favorite artists, actors, athletes amplifying the Good Neighbor Day America opportunity. And of course, the media coverage is going to be special as well. So here's the ask. It's very simple. Make Good Neighbor Day America a part of your 2026 plans. Some of you are already doing stuff in May. We're asking you to consider really going big on Saturday the 16th. If there's margin, maybe even adjusting some of your current programming to May 16th. And really leveraging the opportunity to steward new relationships from the American public and make room for them. And you can actually create the exact parameters on how many volunteers and at what time and what they need to bring, all of that. It's turnkey, ready to go. We have a launch kit for you. We have emails, social media assets, game day signage if you wanted to print any game day signage. But everything is pretty much press send, press play, ready to go so that you can launch with us and make the Keeping America Beautiful story part of the Good Neighbor Day America story. And that's our goal. Our goal is that you would grow your influence, your relationships, your coalition, and your army of volunteers through this moment. So here we are. It's March 2026. We're about 60 days away from the big moment. And what's amazing is oftentimes, the nation has to respond in an hour or hours or a day or two when disaster strikes. Well, what's so amazing is Americans have proven they can respond in crisis. And this is an opportunity to respond in purpose. And the great news is we don't have hours or days. We actually have almost 2 whole months to make this moment powerful and special. One other aside, we did also launch a 250 million acts of kindness campaign. So Americans will be entered into challenges and doing kindness challenges these next 2 months to kind of build momentum and get everybody warmed up for the big day of service on May 16th. So you'll see a little bit of both of those offerings coming through influencers, media, and the web as well. So I'll turn it over to Matt for details and next steps, but we wanted to formally say on behalf of the team here at Good Neighbor Day America, welcome. We're excited to inspire the good neighbor in every American with each and every one of you, and we're honored to partner together.
Yeah, and actually to throw on top of that, one of those kindness challenges, McCall and the team are leading one called the Greatest 25. And maybe I think a lot of you have kind of run this play in the past, but we want to challenge as many people as possible to pick up trash, to beautify their communities, and post about it online and make it viral, make good go viral. So I think McCall's going to provide some more details on that later, but I want to share our video just to again, and this is an asset that you can share with your teams that you can post online, and this is available on our website. So I'll push the video here now.
In 2026, America turns 250 years old. We won't just celebrate with fireworks. We'll show up for one another. Good Neighbor Day America is a nationwide day of love and service, calling Americans of every background to serve their neighbors and strengthen their communities. So how do you organize something this big? Here's how. We'll invite faith communities, trusted charities, and thousands of local organizations across America to host thousands of service events in neighborhoods nationwide. Creators and community leaders will rally their networks to volunteer, in person or through digital DIY acts of kindness. Government agencies and civic leaders will amplify the call, while businesses and brands bring the resources to scale it. Every opportunity lives in one simple place. Volunteers can browse a live map of nearby service events. Organizations, schools, and more can register to host their own in minutes. Together, the nation will mobilize, but in pursuit of lifting and empowering our neighbors and our communities. This is a moment to lay aside our differences, honor the dignity of every person, and show the world what loving your neighbor can do.
Awesome. Gets me excited every time I watch it. Hopefully, you guys are excited here and ready to jump in. And yeah, again, like Dominic said, we get super excited when new volunteers, when new partnerships happen for our partners, right? When you've got, 10, 15, 20, 30 new volunteers showing up to work with you. We know that just one event, we've been doing this for years, for 20 years, activating new volunteers, and about 70-80% of our volunteers are new kind of for the first time whenever we launch these kind of bigger campaigns. And that first event, and likely all of you experience this, that first event we know can set your heart on fire for continuing to do good. That purpose that it brings you, that satisfaction it brings you to do something good. So we're really excited to hear a lot of those stories from your organizations as you jump in. So let's really quick go through what is this going to look like? How do we jump in? What are the next steps? Number one, you can head to goodneighbordayamerica.com. Goodneighbordayamerica.com. And since I'm here, let's just throw this in the chat right now so you can click on through and even follow along if you want. And so lots of information here, all about what we're doing together, some of the prizes, some other video assets. That's all here on the homepage. Since you're all potential partners, your next step would be to click partner, right? Or enter /partner, which I will also drop in to the chat. And we've got our video here you just watched. We got that accessible to share. And then a couple other videos that kind of guide you through, right? We have our host here. He's guiding us through all the different steps. Okay, so this is kind of your one-stop shop to hopefully understand all the different elements, all the different steps, and jump in. But really the simplest thing we can do here today is click this Become a Partner button. All right. And this is going to take you to the partnership form where you just drop in information about your organization, EIN, URL, what you want your organization URL to be, So once you kind of create, and this is for your affiliate organization, your local organization. I'm going to show you in a second how that will connect to Keep America Beautiful, and all of that kind of works together, and everyone's able to see, hey, here's all the events Keep America Beautiful is leading or a part of, or within their network. But this form is for your local affiliate organization group, whoever's kind of running operations here. So we have some information about the organization. We've got your point of contact. We want all volunteers to have a point of contact. Who do they need to reach out to if they have questions, if they're lost, and we're going to provide you all their information so you can reach out, continue relationship, and then we always have those game day issues. Parking, parking lot suddenly under construction. We got to move everybody, we move the parking location, and you're able to text, email, reach out to your volunteers and communicate with them. And I'll show you how that all works here in a second. But scrolling down, a couple extra questions. The big one here for the group today is, are you associated with a participating network or denomination? We're going to answer yes, because we are with the CAB crew, K-A-B crew, okay? I don't know if you guys call yourselves CAB. I think it's a great acronym, but you're going to drop that right here, all right, into this field. And that way we can connect your serve event to the Keep America Beautiful network. All right, we hit submit. Okay, you'll be approved. You receive an email with a special login to the what we call partner portal, and I will share the partner portal now. When you have your login link, you will go to app.goodneighbor.com/partner and log in. Again, all this will come in an email, and here is your partner portal. Now, really basic. This is the homepage. You can view all your volunteers here on the left. Okay, all volunteer information. If you could load a couple of different events if you want, but if you only have one event, just the volunteers from that one event will show here, and then all of your events. Now this is all filled kind of with testing data. We're gonna be launching this map here in the next week or two. Once we've got some great coverage of events across the nation, all ready for people to register for, to volunteer for. But this events tab is where you're just going to simply submit an event, and you'll see all the fields you need for your event, location, address, contact information. Give us some information about your event, right? I think activity type. There's cleanups, there's beautification, right? Some of these things that I think this crew will connect with. And then you can add partners here. We know that, a lot of these events have multiple partners. So you can add those partners to your event. We've got incredible events going on where we've got food coming in. We got Chick-fil-A bringing food. We've got aid coming in from our partners at food banks. And so we want to feature those organizations on the serve event page. So when a volunteer lands, they'll be able to see, oh, look at all these cool organizations that are working alongside this incredible host organization that's kind of leading the operation. So you'll put in, what time do doors open? What time do you need volunteers there? What time do they leave? Number of volunteers you need. If there's any bilingual minors, are we allowing kids under 12 to come and volunteer as well or not? And if a child, if a parent tries to register their child, that will throw an error if we're not wanting kids, under a certain age there. And then you kind of choose your banner. We've got a bunch of, I think we've got some new ones added here, some beautification ones here. But those I know will look great on your serve event page. Okay. And just like we showed on in the video, you saw in the video or you saw in Dominic's presentation, once you submit that event, it will populate on the map, and it works just like Yelp, right? You put in your location, and then all those sites that are near you will populate, and you can kind of tap through, pick one, and cleanly register. Super, super easy, super simple for volunteers. And again, we are going to go huge. You're going to be seeing this in your Instagram feed, in your Facebook feed, your TikTok feed. If you have a feed, we're going to be in it these next couple of months, encouraging every American. We want a personal invitation to go out to every American that's on social media, and even that's watching on TV. There's going to be some cool promotion. We've got some great television shows saying, "Hey, come and tell us what's going on." influencers that are pushing this for free. It's incredible just because they want to do good. They want to use their platform for good, which is really cool. We want to invite every American to come find your serve event. This is once the event is submitted and approved, you will see everything that applies to your event here. You'll see exactly how this serve event page looks. And then just tap over, see all the volunteers. You'll see all the information. We got their email, we got their cell phone, we got their birth date, we got gender information, we've got kind of where they're at in the process. And we do allow people, if they register and they can't make it, they can cancel, right? We don't want to have people, that are registered that, have no way of telling you they won't be there. We want you to have the volunteers you need to accomplish the projects you want to accomplish. Again, all this information is yours, and you can reach out, invite them to the next event, invite them to be a part of all the initiatives that you're running, and hopefully this is a great long relationship between you and these volunteers. We're also adding a QR check-in. So if you do want to use our platform, every volunteer will have a code that they will scan, and you'll just scan, your admins when they arrive at the site will scan that and their attendance is logged, and then their entries are secured in all of our giveaways. So it's like, why use this platform? Well, everybody that volunteers will get entries into our giveaways, including those awesome FIFA World Cup tickets. And then we've got Coachella, Indy 500, we've got Miami Heat tickets, Dodgers tickets. We've got tickets in as many markets as possible, kind of sports related. And then we've got Meta Quests, we've got MacBooks, we've got if it's tech and it's cool and people want it, we're giving it away. And all those are on our website as well. So that is the process. And again, it all starts at goodneighbordayamerica.com/partner. That is step one. Tell us you're with Keeping America Beautiful, and we'll get you going. So that is really it. And May 16th, again, not like vital, have to move to May 16th. If you have an event in May and it's like we can't move this for any number of reasons, still get your site on there. People will still be able to find it. There's a sort filter on our map. People can sort by date. The date will be right there. We want to get those sites uploaded as well. And then Yeah, I think also if you do have a platform, this is something McCall mentioned, if you do have a platform that you already manage volunteers on, you will be able to, I think by next week, will be able to upload your unique kind of link to your platform so that when someone says, yep, I like this site, I want to volunteer, click to register, they will be forwarded to your platform and can register there. Now, before they go, we'll say, hey, do you want to be entered in the giveaways? We're going to need your information for the giveaways. So they'll drop in the information, then they will click through. All right, because we do want to make sure that happens. And then you can pass up some of that attendance information if you choose not to use, if you choose to use the platform that you have, because I know there's a lot of logistics everyone's managing. And so we want to be as moldable as possible and make this work for you, and get as many sites up here as possible. And then all this information is rolled up to Keep America Beautiful, to your team, your awesome team. And then it's all rolled up to A250 because America 250 is logging all the hours of all the volunteer hours, all the volunteer experiences and good that's been done across the nation, and going to be doing some big reporting on it and different things. So all that gets reported up. So that's all I've got. McCall, any next steps, or we want to open up for Q&A? We're ready.
Technology. I should put my microphone back on. All right, so we do have a few questions. Go ahead and raise your hand if you have one as well, because I do believe I have the ability to allow you to speak, or I could bring you up as a panelist so we could see you face to face if you're willing to do that. One question that came from Donna was the video that you shared earlier in the webinar, is that available? I know it was on the homepage, but I also believe that there is a link in the media toolkit, if I'm correct.
Yes, it is. There's a couple videos there. That's a great point, McCall. Let me share. We have that media toolkit. And Dominic, I believe, yeah, touched on this.
Well, you go ahead and pull that up.
Yeah.
There was a lot of assets that I was able to go through, and Matt's going to share it right now, which, as he mentioned, very similar to the digital toolkits that we provide on the hub. These are, plug and play assets, so you can just download them, use them, tweak them to however you see fit for your network, your location, and be able to share outwardly. And then also to be able to use at a serve event. He also mentioned, yes, if you cannot move an event that you've already got planned, maybe it's May 15th, maybe it's May 17th. At Keep America Beautiful, we are just going to be talking about that entire weekend and week leading up as Good Neighbor Day America. So feel free to just perhaps rebrand or use some of this Good Neighbor Day messaging in some of those events. Let's get you logged on Good Neighbor Day America so that people can find your event and participate. Are you set, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We have our network marketing toolkit, which is, I think, maybe something more for a network to push out. So if you are managing, if you've got several affiliates you want to mobilize, several sites you want to mobilize, this is a great toolkit. It's got brand guide, logo, we got our videos here, some of that game day, printable. If you want those flags, you want a step and repeat background for people to take pictures in front of. These are all assets available for you to order today. All at a low cost. We try to get them as low as possible, not try to make a penny off this thing. Just want people to have some things to just make their events extra special. And then we've got all these social media posts, carousels for Instagram and Meta that will be phenomenal. And then emails, email banners, email content that can be copied and pasted. And a lot of this also applies here to when you're recruiting your volunteers, trying to tell them, invite them to join. They've got a bunch of posts and emails for you here as well. And then someone asked about the video. Yes, goodneighbordayamerica.com, right? And then you hit partner, and that video is right here. And you can, I believe, download this off of Wistia. I'll make sure that we have that download button, and I was thinking that was here. We'll make sure that download button is here. And then it's also on YouTube. So, yes, that is available today.
Great. And if you send me that link, Matt, I'll just make sure to send it all out. I'll put it on the affiliate hub as well. I am going to be adding a link to some assets in our digital toolkit that's already on the affiliate hub. So feel free to check that out. Jonathan Hill was asking, how much does the EIN matter when registering the group? Thinking about local government embedded affiliates whose EIN might be just the overarching municipal governments.
Yeah, you can leave that blank. That's not a required field.
Great.
Yeah.
He also asked, can we upload our own photo to the Serve event page? I know that I asked this, Matt, as well. Just making sure that there are plenty of options for our affiliates to make their events look unique.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if there was a litter cleanup video in or photo in there, but just making sure that we have those options.
Yes, I know when we chatted about this, I think last week we kind of put a ticket through to get some of those images added. We will have some of those images. Unfortunately, won't be allowed to upload your own as we are trying to manage not trying to manage too much content, when it comes to, photos people could just be uploading or whatever. So yeah, we kind of will be limited to some of those photos, but we'll have some great high res, awesome photos for you to pick from, and I'll do some. I'll make sure we'll look up some of the past events you guys have run, so it looks like some of your organization will work. Yeah.
Awesome. I don't see any more questions in the chat, but before we wrap things up, I do want to touch on, and if you have a question, please drop it in as we have just a couple minutes here left. The kindness challenge that was mentioned earlier, Kindness 250. We will be hosting a challenge with Keep America Beautiful, encouraging people to pick up 25 pieces of litter and then snap a photo, take a video, share it on social, tag Keep America Beautiful and Good Neighbor America using hashtag kindness250. That's a lot of words, but I will make sure to share that information with you all, and feel free if you want to push it out on your own with your own network, your own social channels, and if you want to swap out Keep America Beautiful with Keep Tennessee Beautiful or whomever, that's totally fine. The requirements for the Kindness Challenge, one of the great things about it is also comes with some prizes. So if people sign up for the Kindness Challenge at the Kindness webpage, and then share it and use the hashtag, then they're entered in to win some more prizes. I am also going to add all of that into the affiliate hub with more explanation. I'll send an email out about it and make sure that you guys are aware when that it launches. And I know that's in development right now, Matt, and should probably be up on the kindness page probably very soon. So,
Yep, it will.
all right. Well, with that, I want to thank you, Matt. I want to thank all of our affiliates for joining us today. Matt, any final words before we let them go?
No, just big thank you to everybody. Yeah, and we are looking for, I love we have a lot of different projects happening across America, a lot of work with families, under-resourced families, a lot in food deserts. And this is a great this just brings so much variety to the work you do. And we want to tell lots of different stories. So if you're saying, hey, we're all in for May 16th, we're going to be doing something big or, moving our event to this day, we'd love to hear about it. We want to potentially, we could, bring in some additional partners, services, depending on what you're doing, what it looks like, and then also tell the story regionally, right? We want the local media to pick it up, share a little bit of the story going on there. So I'm sure McCall's team will be working on making sure we capture the right media, but we want to be a part of that as well. So yeah, I mean, and maybe that's something you guys push up to McCall and say, hey, this is what we're thinking. We think it could be big. And we'd love to see if we can join in and be a part and bring anything to it as well. So yeah, thank you again, everybody. Love the work you do, inspired by you. You guys are heroes, and so excited to be doing this together.
Thank you so much, Matt. Yeah, and if you all have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. I know that there was a lot that we gave in this webinar. I will be taking the recorded version of this webinar, uploading it to the hub. This does count for your training hours to reach President's Circle, and so feel free to log those hours on the hub as well. Thank you all, and we'll talk soon. Have a great one.